The Jeffrey Epstein story refuses to die, and not because of conspiracy theories, but because too many facts refuse to stay buried. This was never just about one man. Jeffrey Epstein was not a shadow figure hiding in back alleys. He moved openly among billionaires, politicians, royalty, and presidents. And one of the names that keeps resurfacing, again and again, is Donald J. Trump. Let's be very clear from the start. This video is not a verdict. It is an examination of documented associations, public statements, and unresolved questions. And the questions are disturbing. Epstein built a reputation as a powerful financier, but no one has ever been able to clearly explain where his money really came from. What we do know is that his wealth bought him access to elite spaces, private jets, exclusive parties, and people who shaped global power. Donald Trump was one of those people. Photographs and videos from the 1990s show Trump and Epstein attending the same social events, laughing, talking, standing side by side at Mar-a-Lago. This wasn't speculation, it was public. Trump himself once said Epstein was a terrific guy and noted that Epstein liked beautiful women, adding, many of them on the younger side. That quote exists, it's real, and it raises serious eyebrows. Why would a future president openly acknowledge something like that? Supporters say they were just acquaintances. But acquaintances don't repeatedly appear in the same elite circles without reason. Epstein's private jet, often called the Lolita Express by the media, later became infamous due to court records and testimonies linked to his criminal cases. Trump's name does not appear on the confirmed flight logs, and that distinction matters. However, absence from one list does not erase proximity elsewhere. Multiple witnesses and documents place Epstein at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in the 1990s. One accuser later stated she was recruited from that environment. These claims were filed in court, not on social media, not in comment sections, but in legal documents. Trump has denied all wrongdoing and stated he banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago, but the timeline of that ban has never been clearly established, and no written record has ever been publicly produced. So which version is true? Another key moment comes in 2008. Jeffrey Epstein was given an extraordinary plea deal, one that many legal experts still describe as shockingly lenient. While powerful figures distanced themselves, Trump stayed mostly silent. Years later, when Epstein was arrested again in 2019, the story exploded globally. And then, suddenly, Epstein was dead, officially ruled a suicide under constant surveillance in a federal facility with cameras malfunctioning and guards asleep. Too many failures. All at once, that death ensured one thing: Epstein would never testify against anyone. No full list of clients, no public courtroom reckoning, no answers, and this is where Trump's presidency becomes relevant. During Trump's time in office, calls grew louder for transparency. People demanded the release of Epstein-related documents. They wanted names. They wanted accountability. What they got instead was silence. Trump later stated he was not a fan of Epstein and claimed no close relationship. But again, the evidence of past proximity never disappeared. Photos don't vanish. Quotes don't erase themselves. Court filings don't evaporate. This isn't about left versus right. This isn't about politics. This is about power protecting power. Epstein did not operate alone. That much is undeniable. His operation required money, protection, and silence. And silence is what the public received from nearly everyone involved. Donald Trump is not the only powerful name connected to Epstein, but he is one of the most famous. And fame brings responsibility. If the connections were meaningless, why do they keep resurfacing? If everything was innocent, why does transparency feel so dangerous? The Epstein case exposed a system where the rich don't play by the same rules, where influence bends justice, where victims are buried under legal settlements and non-disclosure agreements. And until every document is released, until every connection is examined, until every powerful name faces the same scrutiny as ordinary citizens. This story will never be over, because the real crime may not just be what Epstein did, but who was protected while he did it.